Yo, what's up guys? And today we're going to be continuing off of what we did previously. This is a new project. So we color coded all the footage now and we warp stabilized most of the footage already. Now what we're going to do is slow down the B-roll, which will look very smooth and nice for the client. So in the B-roll we labeled it as the violet color right here. So what I did is just did this, labeled it violet right here. So that's our color, and now we're just gonna first nest all the clips. So the reason why we nest all the clips first, there's three different types of modes in terms of slowing it down. We want to slow it down in this type of mode right here. I'll show you guys. Want to slow it down, time interpolation, optical flow. This is what we want. So we want to nest all the clips first in order for us to efficiently get this correctly. Because for some reason when you don't nest it and you just put it into optical flow, it will not actually put it at optical flow. It will just create it as frame sampling, which is doesn't look really good when it's slowed down. So we want to nest all the clips first. The clips will turn green, which is okay. So we're gonna nest all the B-roll clips. Sorry guys, I'm not actually on my latest setup right now, but we'll get there soon. We'll get there soon, man. Okay. All right, so we nested all the clips now. Don't forget to organize this. Caught myself doing this. So let's just put all the nested sequences in this folder. So let's just do that real quick. Okay. Make sure everything's nice and organized. There we go. Looks good, looks good. All right, looks good. So now let's slow down all the footage. Oh. So we want to put it at 55% first. Let's let this load for a little bit. Okay, there we go. Hit Control save. So the footage will look great. I find that 55 is the best speed in terms of slowing down the footage. 55%, that's like a little more than half. Now, since this is a shorter clip, I want to do this for 35%. As you can see here, we have these red lines. That means that these clips aren't rendered yet. So what we want to do is just make sure it's rendered by just clicking in the beginning of our timeline. Press I. We'll just highlight all these and then press enter to render everything. So this will take a little bit. I'll probably skip over just for the sake of time. But yeah, we just want to make sure all these clips are rendered first before actually moving on to the next step here. So after we rendered all the clips, we're gonna add some captions. First things first, we want to silence all second audio tracks so that it doesn't pick up the audio. This is music right here. It doesn't pick up the music. It instead picks up the audio from the first track in which the client is talking in. So what we're gonna do is edit active text, or sorry, we're gonna create captions now from here. So click the three dots, create captions. We go to text and we want to preference our captions. We want this to be 2 to 3 words max on each saying. So as you can see here, you can adjust the minimum duration in seconds. We want to do at least 1.7, 1.5 to 1.8. That's usually how I do. And I do 16 to 20 characters, and we want single lines. We don't want double lines, so that's easier to read. We want to create the captions now. Captions are now imported into the timeline. we want to now make sure that we have the correct or preferred formatting. So let's do this real quick. Let's go to Essential Graphics. So you can see here the text is too small. It's not in the way that we want. So let's just create a track style. So I usually go for this, Amaranth, or however you want to say it. Put it in the middle. I want to raise it up just a tad bit. So I think this is the, yeah, okay. So we want to raise it up maybe there. That's too high. I want to do it so that, there we go. That's good. That's good. So right there, maybe 2/3 of the way or 1/3 of the way there. And then we want to raise this, my preferred font size is 110. Next is the stroke. We want to keep it white fill and black stroke. Let's do that. Let's do 14 and adjust these settings right here to however you want. This is just the shadow or the opacity, and then the shadow should be right here. So let's just keep it at 12. And this is the angle of the shadow. I would keep it like that. I think everything's pretty good right here. Okay, now that we adjusted all the fonts, we can see that we didn't change the rest of the fonts. If we want, or the rest of the text boxes right here, it's still the same as before. If we want to change all of it, all we want to do is just create a track style. Let's just name this track style 2, and it will change everything, every text caption to the same format. That way you don't have to individually edit each and every different type of text box, which is a hassle. This could take like an hour just to do that shit. So we want to be as efficient as possible, and Premiere Pro lets us do that. So now that we have all the formatting set up, we want to make sure that the text is correct and accurate to what he's saying. So we just want to replay this over again, and just to see if the texts are corresponding to the audio and to the things that he says. Now that we finished all the text, we want to now export all the footage. In order to do that, we could do it in 2 ways. First, we could export it in here, in this tab. This will give us all the settings that you need just to make sure everything's touched up in terms of exporting. So this is all the settings right here. We could change presets. I usually just change it to match source so that it's the highest bit rate right here. This is the video settings right here. So the frame size, you can't really change that. You could change it in the sequence settings. This is the audio, and it has all the presets right here. I'm not going to go every preset, but this is the general thing that you want to look out for, is the file name, the preset, and the format. So the format, you could keep it at H.264, which is the most common format, and then preset active bitrate, or you could go, this is a 1080 footage, so you could go high quality 1080p. If you want to name the show a different way, that's fine too. The most important thing is the location. So where do you want to save this path? It's a path file. So I just saved it in here, which is where I put all the finals right here. So as you can see, I already exported it just to test it out, but you export it into, as you can see, the files right here. I put it in file, and here, as I explained before in the previous video on how you should set up your files in your folder. So this is the quick export. This is what I usually do. So you click here, file name and location. This is the file path, and then you just click export. And now we'll be moving on to what you guys will see, which is the final product. So I'll show you guys that. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed learning about how to edit, how to set up the sequences. And if you want this done for you, you could also, if you want to do this done for you, you could click the link below to schedule a call with me and my team, and we'll help you out, get you all sorted out. Thank you guys, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.